the beauty is that it's actually not me. I was raised well. I respect my elders, and I won't say shit like that. The beauty is that it's her playing with me. And so I would record it, and what happened was people started to see the change in her mind in real time.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
that's
people
what I'm
who
saying.
were there, who for the shits and the giggles, suddenly like were watching this woman forget me. And what's crazy is that she had dementia and Alzheimer's. And what's crazy is that like it has been the greatest lesson of my life, I think. My grandma like never gave me good lessons on love. She was like, no offense to the men in this room, including me, but she would be like, todos los hombres son ratas de dos patas. Every man is a rat with 2 feet. She had 3 husbands. Till the day she died, she was doing brujeria on all of them. And then, lessons on money, she died poor. Very poor. She died like telling me like, don't give anybody your money, keep that shit for yourself. But what she taught me in her dementia was like living in the moment, because that's truly all that we have. And I realized that because here I am watching her go through several lifetimes and timelines in real time while she's talking to me, where I'm not her grandson. I'm a man that she was in love with as a teenager. She would be like, what do you mean you're gay? Because she thought I was some other dude that she was in love with. She thought I was her best friend, my tia Alicia, who she crossed the border with, right? Like 2 girls crossing the border together. And all of these timelines happening simultaneously in her mind. And she's looking at me, but she doesn't know who I am, but she knows that she loves me.
Yeah.
And so I tell people, you don't take anything with you when you go that I've seen. Not your beauty, not your health, not your money, maybe not even your memories or your life lessons, right? Not to use quotes on a podcast called Lessons, right? But like maybe not even your lessons. Maybe all you take with you is the love that you gave and the love that you give and the love that you get. And so, I'm sitting here and I'm talking with her, and I think that I think people felt that, oh shit, like she loves him. She doesn't know who she is, but she's rubbing him, while he's next to her, and she's telling him, go to sleep, I'll make sure nobody disturbs you. She doesn't know who I am, but maybe her heart does, maybe her soul does. And so I think people really resonated with that. And actually towards the end, I stopped recording because she no longer could consent to that being recorded anymore. And so a lot of the older videos towards the end are my parents secretly like recording it. And then later on being like, I thought it was a sweet moment. I just wanted to give it to you. But I was just really hesitant because back in the day I used to be like, te voy a grabar, estamos grabando, okay, we're recording. And so she would consent. And then towards the end when she couldn't do that anymore, I was like, I think these moments might just be for us, for me and her. But fuck, man, like.
Well, there's 2 things coming through me that I have feel compelled to share.
Yeah.
The first thing is that you're allowing us in and sharing that. I'll just speak for myself, gave me permission to also weep and to also be present. Because I wasn't physically in the room, but energetically we felt like we were in the room.
Yes.
And then the other thing that just keeps coming up to my mind was there was an image of you just holding your grandmother's hand. And I was the last one in my family to hold my dad's hand. Probably like 5 minutes before he passed. And I just remember like holding it, and it was worn hands, just like, and so when I was watching that reel, I was like, damn, that's Curly's grandmother's hands, but it's my father's hands.
Yeah.
And they were like bridges. Like we were bridging to each other, and we were bridging to another world we don't know yet.
Yes.
And that was kind of like, I had never seen that on TV or film. It was literally the intimacy of your private moment, and that choosing to share that story allowed me to have the medicine I needed to be like, 1, I'm not alone in my grief.
Yeah.
2, there's no shame in the tears. And that was allowing me to redefine who I am as a person.
We have to.
Yes.
That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I think that when you grieve, you cannot, like, I was talking, I did a show on PBS about death, and there was a death doula that was saying that grief is the price that you pay for loving something.
Exactly.
And you cannot have one with the other. And the only way to get through grief is to grieve. And grief commands that you live in the moment. There's no running.
Yes.
You know, you have this moment of being like, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do that. And grief is like, no, we feel like shit. This fucking sucks. And so when you get past it and you learn and you live, you kind of go like, oh yeah, that's, and maybe it doesn't feel like it in the moment, but you are witnessing God, you are witnessing spirit, you are witnessing somebody who you loved, and you're celebrating them and you're singing them, you're singing their praises. You become a poet, is what I say, through your tears and through your emotions and through your light. You have witnessed them. And so one thing that I do, and I've never stopped doing it since the day my grandmother died, is I say her name out loud. I say, you know, in the Bible, it says in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. And I always say that he spoke existence, right? And I, with our own divine spark, can maybe shake the dust of death off of them for just one moment. And we get to say like, Gladys, you lived. Wow. You know, Papa, you lived. You live. And you're here, and I can say their name and I can talk about them. And through my grief, through my tears, through my laughter, through my conversations, I get to give them that life again. And I hope somebody does that for me when I go. I hope that somebody is like, you know, Theo Curly was crazy, bruh. Man, like he the stories he would tell about snorting shit and sucking dick, he was wild. You know what I mean? Because that's my plan, by the way, getting really old and being. My real name is Carlitos, not Carlos, but Carlitos. My grandmother gave it to me. It means little Carlos. It means little king, right? I hope to be little, my pants up to here underneath my boobs, giant hats. And I hope that people are like, ahí viene el Don Carlitos, with his little bolsita de pan, because I always have a bag of bread with me.
Yeah.
But I like what you were saying earlier about being there with your dad and holding his hand. We often hear about people having near-death experiences and the souls that they see on the other side. We don't talk about the souls who have the sacred duty or the sacred experience of being the ones that are on the side of the tunnel, who are leading them there and, you know, sending them off in that way. Because I think that they do pick who they do that with. My grandmother always said, va a ser tu papá o va a ser tú que me encuentra aquí muerta, right? My dad was with her when she passed, when she went through the agonal breathing, which is when they, and then they go. And then I was next. And it was me and her me and him that were with her last. And I think like, oh, she knew. And what an honor to have walked her to like that side of the terminal, you know, like